Every time you pull into a gas station, you've probably noticed something interesting. Why is Petron often cheaper than Shell or Caltex? And why are other brands like Unioil, Seaoil, Phoenix, Jetti, and Cleanfuel usually priced lower as well? Are they selling lower quality gasoline? Or are you simply paying more for a premium brand? The answer may surprise you. First, let's clear up one of the biggest myths. All legitimate gasoline sold in the Philippines must meet the same fuel quality standards set by the Department of Energy. Whether you fill up at Petron, Shell, Caltex, and other stations, the base fuel must pass strict government requirements for safety, emissions, and performance. In fact, much of the gasoline sold in the country comes from the same regional supply hubs, including Singapore, South Korea, and Malaysia. The real difference happens after the base fuel arrives. Each company blends in its own proprietary additives before the fuel reaches the pump. So, why are some brands more expensive than others? One of Petron's biggest advantages is that it owns the largest oil refinery in the Philippines. This gives the company greater control over refining, blending, storage, and distribution, helping reduce certain operating costs. Although Petron also imports fuel when necessary, having its own refinery provides greater flexibility and can help keep prices competitive. Shell and Caltex, meanwhile, rely much more on imported finished fuels after closing their Philippine refineries several years ago. Importing fuel involves additional shipping, storage, and logistics costs that can contribute to higher prices. Another major factor is branding and marketing. Shell invests billions of dollars worldwide in Formula One partnerships, research and development, engineering, and global advertising. Caltex, owned by Chevron in many markets, also invests heavily in research, advertising, and the development of its well-known Techron fuel technology. These global expenses are ultimately part of the company's overall operating costs. On the other hand, companies like Unioil, Seaoil, Phoenix, Jetti, and Cleanfuel operate with much smaller marketing budgets. They have fewer international sponsorships, fewer expensive advertising campaigns, and often accept lower profit margins to attract more customers. These savings allow them to offer lower prices at the pump. Another important difference is the fuel additives. Shell uses DYNAFLEX technology to help keep fuel injectors clean and reduce carbon deposits. Caltex uses its well-known Techron additive designed to clean injectors, intake valves, and combustion chambers over time. Petron uses TriAction technology, which focuses on cleaning the fuel system, protecting the engine, and improving combustion efficiency. Seaoil incorporates cleaning additives in its premium fuels, while Phoenix, Jetti, and Cleanfuel also use detergent and corrosion-inhibiting additives that meet Philippine fuel standards. Although Shell and Caltex may use more advanced or heavily marketed additive packages, that doesn't mean the other brands sell poor quality fuel. So will you actually notice a difference? For most drivers, the answer is probably no. If your vehicle only requires 91 R on gasoline, you are unlikely to feel any significant difference in power acceleration or fuel economy, whether you choose Petron, Unioil, Seaoil, Phoenix, JT, Cleanfuel, Shell, or Caltex. The main advantage of premium additive packages is long-term engine cleanliness. After tens of thousands of kilometers, they may help reduce carbon deposits inside the fuel system, but they won't suddenly increase horsepower or dramatically improve fuel economy overnight. In reality, your engine's health depends much more on regular oil changes, clean air filters, replacing spark plugs on schedule, maintaining proper tire pressure, and using the octane rating recommended by your vehicle's manufacturer. So, is it worth paying extra if you own a turbocharged engine, a direct injection vehicle, or a high-performance car? Premium fuels with advanced additives may provide additional long-term benefits. But if you drive a typical daily commuter car, Petron and other brands offer excellent value because they meet the same government fuel standards while keeping prices lower through efficient operations, lower marketing costs, competitive pricing strategies, and in Petron's case, That's the advantage of owning a local refinery. So the next time you see one gas station charging several pesos less than another, remember this: you're not necessarily paying for better gasoline. You're often paying for a different business model, a different additive package, and the value of a global brand. Now we want to hear from you. Which gasoline brand do you trust the most? Petron, Shell, Caltex, Unioil, Seaoil, Phoenix, Jetti, or Cleanfuel? Have you noticed any real difference in your vehicle? Share your experience in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more videos.